What is the ideal cholesterol for your brain and your heart? Too high a cholesterol causes plaques, increases the risk of heart disease and strokes, and it also increases the risk of depression and anxiety. When you have treatment-resistant depression, you've been on medicines, they're not helping you, it could just be due to the fact that your cholesterol is too high. So what's the ideal cholesterol for heart and brain? It's actually less than 150 total, and the bad cholesterol should be less than 90 total. And if your HDL is up above 50, that's the good cholesterol, that's getting better. Above 60 is even better yet.
Right, that's enough of that shite. Today we're going to have a talk on our trusted food pyramids, because I'm constantly told on a regular basis by you experts that the reason why we have a massive health crisis at the moment is because our cholesterol numbers are too high. We're eating way too much food. We're eating way too much processed food. Every single one of us are lazy. We're not disciplined enough. We're not training. We're not going to the gym on a regular basis. We're not moving regularly. We're not counting our calories accurately enough. Now, I've said this many times, and I want you guys to listen to me very carefully, that in the last, I'd say maybe 50, 60 years, our food supply has massively changed. They're putting more fucking ingredients into our food, and when we look at our things like our fruits, they're nowhere near as what they used to be, say 100 years ago. Nowhere near. And I've also said this, that in the last 50, 60 years, you only need to look around. Obesity, type 2 these numbers, guys, have increased massively. So the question is simply this: what the fuck is going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Our trusted government thought it would be a great idea if we're all on a low-fat diet. Let's all go on a low-fat diet, and let's all replace saturated fats with more carbohydrates. Let's add in more carbohydrates, let's add in more grains, let's add in more fiber, fruits, and let's also add in some seed oil also. And every time we look on social media, this is the foundation from these experts. These experts will convince us on a daily basis that we should be adding more variety into our diet. We should be eating these foods in moderation. And here's the thing, I've said this before, that in this country, and not just this country, the world, heart disease is such a big thing at the moment. It's the #1 killer in the world, followed closely by fatty liver disease. These issues are huge at the moment, and not one person on social media understands why. Guys, we need to wake the fuck up. I can't stress this enough. These issues that we're currently having at the moment, these didn't just happen out of the blue, okay? We need to understand that none of us are broken. The problem is the food that we're putting into our bodies, and the information that we've been given on a daily basis is wrong. And you guys need to be questioning this, because we've been following these guidelines for such a long time. It's going on way too long, but these diseases are continuing to rise, and nobody's questioning this stuff. You only have people like myself and other people out there that are following the same diet I'm following. We're the only people that are questioning this stuff. And when we're coming up with these questions, these people can't give us the answers that we're looking for, because they haven't got a fucking clue. They haven't got a clue about metabolic health. They haven't got a clue about food addiction, sugar addiction. They haven't got a clue about when you guys are going to get your blood work done. They haven't got a clue about insulin. They haven't got a clue about blood sugar. This is what your doctor should be focusing on. And this is not what we're focusing on, because when you go and see your doctor's only focused on one thing, and that's if your cholesterol is too high. This is when the doctor's going to put you on a statin. Now, if you're getting put on a statin, guys, believe me, this is not fixing the problem. This is actually making the problem worse. Every single one of us need to eat on a daily basis. And I'll never understand why we don't look at this first when you guys are struggling. When you guys are struggling, you automatically think that the doctor has all the answers. I just need to go and see my doctor, and I need to be put on medication. Guys, this is only making the situation worse. None of us should be on medication, okay? Food alone can be the best medicine you will ever take, okay? You will never understand what I'm talking about until you actually try it. Everybody keeps on telling me that I'm crazy. I'm absolutely crazy, because all I eat is red meat. All I eat is eggs, pretty much, and I'm on a very high fat diet. Now, this is the information that we've been told for years. We were told for years to avoid all this. But the thing is, I feel amazing. I'm not the only one. I feel absolutely amazing. But people call me crazy. So let me get this straight. I'm the crazy one. I'm now walking around in perfect health. My energy is unbelievable. I feel amazing. I no longer have these food issues anymore. My mental health is perfect. These are the issues that I had a long time ago when I followed the nutritional guidelines. When I was eating a few times a day. When I was eating 3 times a day and having regular snacks. This is the information that I was told to follow. But back then when I was struggling with my mental health and I had these gut issues and I couldn't understand why I had to eat on a regular basis. You guys couldn't come up with these answers that I was looking for. You guys were telling me on a regular basis that this is absolutely normal, it's in my head. So if any of this resonates with you guys, and you know fully well something's not right, but you're on these low calorie foods, you're on these low fat foods, but you just can't figure out why your health is turned to shit, well, maybe you need to start changing things today, guys. Maybe you need to go against the information that we've been given for such a long time. Maybe it's time that you need to go on a high fat diet. What have you got to lose? I've said this many times. Just try it. Give it at least a go for at least 12 weeks. Now the thing is this, if your life improves and your health improves, then how can these people tell you that what you're doing is wrong? Because you need to understand this, and this is what we've been told, that when we look at our energy can come from fats and carbohydrates. Now you need to understand this also. One is essential and the other one isn't. Carbohydrates are a non-essential macronutrient, and when it comes to fats, the best way to improve inflammation and to reduce inflammation is to be on a high fat diet. This is what's actually going to help, guys. It's not going to be on a high carbohydrate diet. We're all focusing on the wrong problem, because every single one of us are convinced that we just need to lose weight and this is actually going to improve our health. But I can assure you, if the diet is shit and it has too much sugar in the diet, guys, your health is actually going to get a lot worse. Write that down.